right there with you, sweetheart. The Brotherhood V, Alumni, was directed by David DeCoteau and produced by Here. Now, I know what I'm getting into when I watch a David DeCoteau film. I know what I'm getting into when I watch a Here film. And it's a lot of this. And not a lot of plot and or characterization. Now, David DeCoteau's movies often have a really clever idea at their center, and this movie is no exception. In fact, the clever idea is, I Know What You Did Last Summer. Yes, this is a movie about a group of teenagers implicated in a murder who all receive notes a year later informing them that someone knows. Now, I say teenager in quotes because, as usual for a Here movie, the actors cast are all clearly the wrong age for their parts. Somehow, they managed to be cast simultaneously only on physical attractiveness, and yet still found people too old for their roles.
Speaking of which, I think we better get inside. This place looks pretty suspicious.
He has some great moves, doesn't he? What really makes this movie shine is that the characters manage to have the appropriate emotions almost 20% of the time. For example, they all receive a note about how they set up a murder victim and yet act like they're going to a beach party. And then they decide to search the creepy abandoned school that they were all brought to by persons unknown for the videotape evidence. And by search, I mean pair off and attempt to have sex with each other. Yeah, real smart group this bunch is. How did this movie get made again? Oh, right. As they search the school, completely ignoring the fact that someone had to bring them there, they're killed off one by one in a variety of ways astonishing, not just in their complete lack of creativity, but also in their refusal to be anything close to scary. Now, if you thought this group was stupid before, wait until you find out what happens at the end of the movie. Spoiler alert, the movie's ending makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. The killer slits the throat of the victim in the locker room at the prom. Then 3 more people come in and stab him with a knife, even though he's already dead!
Stare at this.
He was already dead! These people are so stupid they can't tell the difference between a dead body with multiple stab wounds and a not dead body with no stab wounds. Why would anyone make a movie this bad? Oh, how quickly I forget. Now, since this is Brotherhood V, you might believe that it has something to do with Brotherhoods 1 through 4. It doesn't. In fact, there isn't even a Brotherhood in it, so I don't know why it's called Brotherhood. But that could be a good thing, considering the fact that Brotherhoods 1 through 4 were terrible. Of course, this movie is also terrible! So, to sum up, this movie has 2 gratuitous shower scenes, one guy-on-guy sex scene,
On that carnival of stars.
one guy-girl sex scene, and one terrible plot that is nothing more than a justification to film those scenes. I give this movie 1 boxer brief-clad actor hired for how hot he was rather than his acting talent out of 5.
Why aren't you saying anything?